Everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Fame with Tiffany Renee, freedom of artistic means of expression. This is a safe space, judgment-free zone where we talk about metaphysics, quantum physics, spirituality, and all the wonderful ways to connect with the mind, body, and spirit, and to raise your vibration and hopefully help you live your best life. Okay, we are back with another video. This is actually a manifestation success story, and I could not be more excited to share this one with you all because it really completely blew my mind. Okay, if it gets too long, I may have to break it up into two parts, but we'll see. If it gets to about the 15, 18 mark, I may have to break it up in two parts like I did the last video because it's one event, but it's like three different things happened for me to get to the event. So without further ado, here we go. Like, share, subscribe, leave your comments. I definitely want to hear about your amazing manifestation stories as well. And here we go. Now, I live in Indiana, and every year we have something called the Indiana Black Expo. And I've only been to the actual expo once, like 6 years ago or something, 7 years ago. But they were having their 50th anniversary this year in 2021. And I wanted to go, and the way they have it set up is they have a gala on the week before, and then the second weekend of the actual expo, they have the free concert on Friday, and then they have well, usually they have it set up differently, but this year for COVID and everything, they had the free concert on Friday, and then they had the all white affair Saturday night, which they do every single year. And DJ Kid Capri, he comes and he spins the ones and twos, and they usually have performers. And this year was Drew Hill and Raheem Devon, and they had another special guest DJ as well, and of course DJ Kid Capri, and different entertainers were there as well. And you just wear all white and you look fabulous. That was Saturday night. Friday night was the free concert. The lineup was El DeBarge, Johnny Gill, Stephanie Mills, and Keith Sweat. Okay. The gala was supposed to be this really nice, elegant dinner, black tie affair, and the entertainment was After 7. Now, if you don't know who After 7 is, please Google them, YouTube them, okay? They are incredible. Babyface's older brothers. One recently passed, the oldest one, Melvin, who was one of the lead singers, Melvin and Kevon Edmonds. And then they had Mr. Keith Mitchell, who was also in the group, is still there in the group, actually. And I wanted to go see them because I've been obsessed with After 7 since I was 6 years old, back in the 80s, okay? Listen, Ready or Not? Can we talk about Ready or Not? Can we talk about how amazing the song Ready or Not is? Ready or Not? Come on, After 7. So I wanted to go to the gala. I didn't realize it was a gala until I had to call my friend who was like working the expo and asking. And I was like, why is it so expensive to go? See, I've seen After 7 like once before at the free concert. Why is it $100 and some? And she's like, because it's the gala. And it didn't click that it's a gala, like an actual gala, okay? And I was like, holy crap, I've always wanted to go to one. Like for years, I've always envisioned myself going to a gala and seeing everyone dressed in their suits and all the women in dresses and just having a good time and being all elegant and stuff. So I had gotten my ticket to the free concert because they had a VIP where you were guaranteed a seat. And I got that the last time. So I got my VIP early bird ticket to the free concert. And I had purchased a general admission for the white party. I wanted to get a VIP, but I think my friends, well, I had a conversation with my friends, and some of them were going, and they were going to be in the general admission section. So I was like, okay, well, usually I always do VIP if there's an option. But this time, I'll do general admission and just hang out with them since I've never actually been to the white party before. So I said, okay. So I got just a standard general admission ticket. Now, let's start with the gala that was on July 10th. After I found out what type of event it was, I got super hyped. Like, I have to be there. I was going online. They were all sold out. I went online at least maybe 4 times, checking back consistently, right? And this was like the week of the gala. The July 10th was on a Saturday. And I started my quest like on Monday. Okay. I went down to the office to pick up my tickets for the expo weekend. And I was asking them about these tickets, and they were like, no, they're sold out. They told me, I called them on the phone. Listen, every way that they could tell me that it's sold out, like the event is sold out completely. They were like, it's been sold out for 2 weeks. There are 0 tickets. They told me in like 10 different ways. Like, no joke. Like 6 times a person told me, and 4 times the internet told me. So 10 times total, I was rejected, okay, with this idea that I want to go to the gala. I asked my friend, she was like, no, even though I work with them, we don't have any tickets for it, nothing, yada, yada, yada. And I said, okay, well, how about this? I am going to use Neville Goddard's technique. I talk about him a lot on this channel. And I'm going to act as if, just like I do with my concerts. When a concert ticket says it's sold out, that doesn't apply to me. That don't mean nothing. What is sold out? That means nothing. What language is that? And I'm like, it ain't sold out for me, And I adopt that mentality. Every time I see that sold out, that don't apply to me. If I really want to go, that doesn't apply to me. And I just started telling myself, getting myself in a better vibration, because the week before my best friend had just passed. And so I was already in a very low vibration. Granted, all of these things were planned before, that happened. But, I was still grieving as well, and I said, I want to lift my spirits. I want to do something as well. And she always enjoyed me telling my stories about going to see people and going to shows and concerts. So I feel like I know that she would want me to go and everything and have a good time. So I did that. I sat and I visualized. I visualized like I've never visualized before. Okay. I mean, I played Ready or Not. Check this out. Let me get a little bit closer. Listen to me. I played the song Ready or Not because that is my hands down favorite After Seven song ever in life. I played it on repeat continuously on off of YouTube. I watched all of their videos. Okay. All of After Seven's videos. I listened to all their albums. And I stood up in my living room in the dark, pretty much, just maybe like one lamp on, and I visualized me looking up at the stage and Kevon Edmonds singing Ready or Not to me, singing to me, reaching his hand to me, and I'm taking his hand, and he's holding my hand while he's singing the bridge of Ready or Not. And you know how bomb that bridge is. Come on with the ad libs, okay? And I was lip syncing it along with him. And when he let go of my hand, I visualized, all this is in my head, okay? I'm literally just standing in my living room in my pajamas. All of this is in my head, okay? I visualized myself in a dress, a nice dress, and I would just see the sleeve of my dress and my nails, like just touching, like holding his hand, okay? First person visualization. And then after he was going to be done singing to me, I visualized me nudging a woman and she's nudging me, and we're rubbing shoulders like, girl, he's saying to you. All of that was in my imagination, okay? I know it sounds bonkers, but just follow me here, okay? That was my visualization. Trust and believe. There was so much doubt up in here. It's like, well, what are you going to wear? This is a gala. What do you have to wear? You can't order a dress and I didn't have any money. Did I forget to mention that part? I didn't have any money, right? I didn't have any funds at all, okay? I think I had enough, maybe, to take a Lyft to get there and to get home. And like, that was it. Like, I had no money. Like, I didn't have any money. I want to say I was working with maybe $50 or so. I say maybe I was working with like maybe $52. I had like $52 in my bank account. That's it. Nothing else. I had $52. And I'm like, what are you going to buy? Okay. And then if you find something like on clearance somewhere or whatever, it's going to take 5 to 7 business days for you to get it. Like, where are you going to go? What shops are you going to find that has pretty plus size gala elegant dresses? All of that was in there, and I kept shutting it down every time. Irrelevant. It's going to work out. Irrelevant. Doesn't matter. Irrelevant. God is the source of my supply. All is well. I had listened to Brian Scott. Love Brian Scott. Check him out here on YouTube. And he was reading an excerpt from Joseph Murphy, who was also amazing. Check him out. And it's called The Dynamic of Protection. Yes, the dynamic of the law of protection, I think, or something like that it was called. But check that out. And there was some stories in there about people, saying certain manifestation, I don't want to say manifestation words, but semi-affirmations or prayers that helped manifest certain outcomes. And so I adopted one of those sayings that one of the people in the story said. And I said it all the time. And along with the God is the source of my supply, along with the Neville Goddard, I'm acting as if. And if you know anything about Neville Goddard, he tells a story about his mentor, Abdullah, who, when Neville Goddard wanted to go to Barbados, and he was like, he didn't have any money, and Abdullah, he didn't want to hear that. So he said, you are in Barbados. You are in Barbados. You're not trying to go to Barbados. You are in Barbados. Excuse me. That came out of nowhere. You are in Barbados. So I was like, you know what? I'm in Barbados. I am at the gala. I am in the front, and I'm being serenaded. I am in Barbados. I am there. I am at the gala. I am at the gala. Period. And I said that 25,000 times a day. I had to keep reminding myself, because my outside reality, trust and believe me when I say, sorry, my outside reality was not matching up to what was going on in here. Not in the least. Not even a little bit. When I say there was zero evidence, when people talk about you have to trust in whatever your desire is, even when there's zero evidence of it manifesting, there was zero evidence. I had no money. I'm like, I don't have a dress. I'm like, I don't have a ticket. They're completely when I say zero evidence, anyone else would have just thrown the towel, like, F it. Like, I mean, oh, well, I just can't go. Not me. And it's like, and you only got like 6 days. Mm-mm. But I kept telling myself, I'm in Barbados. I'm in Barbados. I am at the gala. I am being serenaded. Period. It's already done. Period. It's done. I'm in Barbados. I kept saying that like a crazy person. Then I had an epiphany, like, wait a minute, let me check my wardrobe again. And I had this one dress that I had only worn in a photo shoot. I had never worn it anywhere. I'm like, I don't know if it's too loud, like color-wise, but I might be able to make it work with some, for a gala. I went and I got me a headband, and I got some earrings, and I had gotten some new sandals, and like every single day had passed, and there was still no evidence. Still no tickets, still no way to get there. But I did my nails. Like I said, I got my shoes. I got my jewelry. I washed the dress to make sure it was nice and fresh. I acted like I was going. I acted like someone who already had a ticket. Like, what are you talking about? Of course I'm going. Of course I am. I'm in Barbados. Of course I'm going. So I get there. I get to that mental space. That's really what changes things, when you can start to convince yourself that you're going, even though there's no evidence to support it. I eventually convinced myself that I was going. I convinced myself I am going to the gala. Like, I'm there already. Friday comes, and the gala is the very next day. Friday comes, and my friend's like, hey, come to the mall with me. Okay, sure. I'll come to the mall with you. Now, the night before, Kid you not. My friend calls me and asks me to go to the mall with her the next day on Thursday night. And I tell her, okay, I'll go with you. I went to bed that night affirming, I am in Barbados. I am at the gala. Even though there is no evidence to support this right now, I know that I am there and it is going to happen because I said it is. And I have what I say, period. God is the source of my supply. Therefore, God will not deny me this experience. Boom. And I went to bed on that. I was awakened because I had done my nails the night before. Remember, I said I did my nails. Okay. Did my nails the night before. Went to bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Was awakened at 7 a.m. by a text message. And it was from my aunt. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what happened? But it was a Zelle. Like a Zelle account. If you don't know what Zelle is, kind of like Cash App. A lot of people, if they have Chase, they have like Zelle, Quick Pay, stuff like that. And it was from her, and it was for the amount of $200. And I thought I was seeing things. I'm like, my contacts are dry. I'm not reading this right. What? And then I text her, and I was just like, ah, my God. And she messaged me back, and she said, yeah, I unexpectedly got an extra amount on my paycheck, which I wasn't expecting because I missed a few days. So I expected a short paycheck, but it ended up being a whole lot more than I thought. And I was going to mail you a card just to say, oh, I love you, niece. You're so amazing. But then my direct deposit hit. And I said, oh, I'll send her some money instead. Talk about manifestation. Because I was already like, I don't have any money to do anything. I don't have any money to operate, for the gala or for the next weekend for Expo. Sure enough, the universe was like, boop, with that $200. And so with that, I was able to get the last minute things that I needed, like another lipstick and just like, just little things here and there, like mascara. And I was able to pay for my sandals. And like, I was just able to get everything that I needed. And I was like, man, I started with only $52. And now I got this extra $200. So I go to the mall with my friend and we go out to eat for dinner afterwards. Now, mind you, it's Friday night now on the 9th. The gala was the next night at 7:30 p.m. on the 10th. And there was still nothing. Okay? No word. We're sitting in dinner. I'm still saying I'm in Barbados. And I'm talking to my friend. And we're waiting on our food to come. And I'm telling her what I'm doing. I have been telling her all day. And I said, so if I randomly say I'm in Barbados, that's me checking myself. And then she would just laugh every time. And I got a phone call from a friend of mine who was working the expo and everything. And it's 9 o'clock at night now on Friday night. I answer the phone. She says, Tiffany, I have a ticket for you for the gala. I was like, what? And she was like, yes, it's my friend and this and this and this. She tells me the whole story. And she was like, so I'm like, so do I have to get the ticket? She was like, no, all you have to do is show up. Your name will be on the list. I can't make this up. YouTube family. I can't make this up. I cried like actual tears when I hung up in that restaurant. And my friend was like, are you okay? And I was like, she had a ticket. I'm going to the gala. And she was like, no way. And I was crying. Okay. It even shocked me because I was like, even though I was affirming, I was still floored at the fact that it showed up. Like, when you know that you're like, yeah, you still have that little bit of doubt, but you're checking yourself to keep convincing you that it's still going to come. It's still going to, even though I don't see any evidence, whatever doubt is there, that's fine, but it's still going to happen. It's that. And so when it materialized at the last minute, okay, less than 24 hours before the event, it completely blew my mind. And so I got to go. I went to the gala and I sat with some awesome people, even though there was some confusion about where I was supposed to sit. I was placed up front at first, but then they're like, okay, nope, her table's in the back. So my table ended up being all the way in the back. And I was like, you know what? Bless. I'm just happy to be here. Even though I'm completely far away from the stage, which is really where I want to be, I'm going to just sit and enjoy the fact that I'm here and enjoy this manifestation. It was an amazing group of people who I was sitting with, and I just let them know as soon as After Seven hit that stage, I'm gonna be standing up in this little area in between these tables, living my life. And that's exactly what happened. They started singing. I'm standing in that little area. After maybe the first song and half of the second song, one of the gentlemen who I was sitting with at my table, he just like bum rushes me and grabs my arm, and he's like, "Come with me," and he just shies me all the way up to the front. Okay, like we're just walking quickly. He's escorting me by my arm all the way up to the front, and he places me, like actually places me in between two tables, two VIP tables in the very front. And he's like, "There, now you have a perfect view." I was directly in front of the stage. I was like literally maybe like 20 feet away from the stage. Okay, mind blown again. Okay, crazy. I was like, "Thank you so much." It was on and popping after that. Every single song I was jamming. There was a lady sitting in front of me, and I guess when she saw how hard I was jamming, because she felt someone behind her, like, "Who is that behind me?" So she gets up and she stands up, and she ends up kind of meandering over to kind of stand next to me. And she's like, "Oh, they didn't perform such and such a song yet." I'm like, "No, not yet." And so we're singing and we're swaying and we're having a good time, and they're looking over the stage. They never got off the stage, but they looked over at our direction, at me, and looking at the lady, and they were like kind of singing from the stage, and we was grooving and like, "Oh my God, yes, I'm singing to you." Then Kevon sang something. I can't remember what song it was, but he sang a song, and they looked at us like they were looking at me, and I was looking at them looking at me, and then the rest of them kind of gravitated. Remember my visualization that they were going to sing to me, and he was going to hold my hand? Well, we weren't close enough to where he could touch my hand or anything like that, but they all were looking at me, and they were singing a song, and I was singing back to them like it was it might have been Heat of the Moment or something like that, or Heat of the Moment or Can't Stop, something like that. But I was singing my little heart out. And then when they had moved to the other side of the stage, the lady, remember my visualization, I was going to be rubbing shoulders. The lady like rubbed my shoulder. We were like rubbing shoulders. Like, "Girl, did you see that?" Just like I visualized. Oh my God, I kid you not. It was almost scary. It was almost scary how accurate everything, how it literally materialized. It was scary. Yeah. So after that, they sing "Ready or Not," which is like the best song on the planet. And I let loose. I don't even care. I am like lip syncing for the quads, okay? And they kept looking at me, and I know they were like laughing. They were like, "This girl," because they kept laughing every time they looked at me. I was right there with them. I was right there, okay? Then they were done. We're clapping, we're screaming. Then I see people starting to kind of meander around the corner, and I'm like, "Well, what's over there?" You know, is it only the VIP people who go at the VIP tables who are allowed to go back there? And one guy said, "I don't know, I'm just following other people." So I ended up meandering around the corner, and then I see After Seven, and I'm like, "Oh, there they are." And then I actually just kind of find my way near them, and I talking to them a little bit, and I'm like, "Can I have a picture?" And they're like, "Well, we got to do this interview, but just hang here." This is what Kevon tells me. Just hang out right here. And so my friend who works there, she came over, and I was like, "Kevon just told me to hang out here, just in case anyone asks, you know." And they finished the interview. He comes over, he gives me a hug, he's talking to me. He gets the other two guys to come, and we all take a picture together, and then they're conversing with other people. And then after a while, when it kind of starts to thin out, I'm still standing there. I'm still there waiting on my friend, and because she was like they're doing stuff with the expo, whatever, and I'm just hanging out because I'm still in awe that I'm looking at freaking After Seven, and I'm looking at Kevon Edmonds, and I'm like, I'm just smiling super hard, and he just sees me, and he walks over to me. I know, he walks over to me, and he puts his arm around me, and I'm just like, "I cannot believe that you are standing right here." Like, I would watch you on TV. I watched you perform live on TV, and on different television shows and stuff, and I just watched all your videos. I cannot believe this is you. And he was just the nicest person. We talked for about 15 minutes or so, 15, 20 minutes. I told him a little bit about my background, how I grew up in Saudi Arabia, and how, he was really intrigued by that. And, he was so nice. He was so pleasant. And then I asked if we could take a selfie before he left. And I said, if you don't mind, because I know you took a lot of pictures. And he said, no, we can take a selfie. And this will be the last picture because I'm tired. And we took a selfie. And it was photobombed by this amazing dude named Major. You'll see in the picture. But I just could not believe that everything turned out exactly better than I could have expected. And then I ended up getting a selfie with the two other members as well. And like I stated before, Melvin, their older brother, who was the other lead singer, he passed away. So there's a younger gentleman who's in After Seven now, named Danny. But listen, deliberate manifestation works, okay? Work it. Well, this is the end of part 1 of like my expo manifestation success stories, because I'm already at 26 minutes. This is gonna be like a 30-minute video, but I just wanted, it was just so much that transpired. So like, sorry if it was a little all over the place, because I get so hyped and excited about it. It still blows my mind to this day, because I truly cannot believe when I tell you there was no evidence. When people say, so many metaphysics coaches and stuff like that, when they talk about circumstances don't matter, circumstances don't matter. Like, they do not matter. It does not, it's irrelevant what you're going through. It's irrelevant, all of it. Like, it is what you say it is, right? Contrary to what your 3D reality is showing you, that is irrelevant. It does not matter, okay? Focus on what you want to happen, and that is what will transpire. Like, I really don't even know what else to say, because that gala, in less than 7 days, I manifested it. Really, majority of it was done within like 4 or 5 days. You know what I'm saying? Because there was that like 2-day period when I was still kind of wrestling with myself. Then I was like, no, by day 5, I was like, no, this is what you want to do. So make it happen. Use your mind to make it happen. And I did. So, like I always do, here's pictures. This is me in After 7. I don't know if you can see because of the glare, but this is like the new guy, Danny. It's a little blurry. And this is me and Keith and Danny. This is our selfie. And then me and Kevon. Oh my gosh. Can we talk about, and then Mr. Major. Like, look how young Kevon looks. He's like 63 years old, I think. Like, how amazing. I just couldn't believe it. Blows my mind. Mind is still blown. That's at the top of one of the most incredible manifestations I've ever done when it came to like wanting to go to an event or wanting to just literally pulling something out of thin air. Just like Michael Beckwith says in the movie The Secret, when there is no way and no how, a way will be made. So that is part 1 of my expo, Indiana Black Expo Manifestation Success Stories. Stick around for part 2, when I will talk about the actual expo weekend. This was the week before expo for the gala. Sorry, this video is long. I know it's like 30 minutes, but I know some parts I was like rambling and I don't know how to edit and do all that stuff. So thanks for bearing with me. If you watch this video to the end, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe. Part 2 will be coming up next. And you all take care. Be safe. Love on yourselves and love each other. Namaste. Mwah.